Movies, dear movies. We love them. Sometimes we even have a favorite or simply enjoy spending time with them. But do you know how this fantastic and artistic world impacts our lives? Have you ever asked yourself how these stories affect the way you perceive life? Why didn't Rose share the table with Jack? We will try to answer some of these questions, and with luck, you can make better decisions about the next movies and show Sunday. First of all, to turn our hands to the job, we need to mention the mirror role. Jeffrey Sachs, a professor of psychology and director of the Dynamic Cognition Laboratory at Washington University in St. Louis, defines this term. It's a good idea to mimic the visual input that you are seeing. So, if you walk up to somebody and they smile at you, it's good to smile back. Therefore, it is easier to forecast the behavior of somebody while watching a movie, whether we know the movie's genre. For example, we make sense of seeing someone crying while watching movies such as Hachiko, Maybe for You, or the cruel and traumatic One Day. Dr. Sachs also said that how you have identified with the character and your reasoning about the fact that they would be sad and that produce empathetic sadness in you. And third, we follow behavior at face value in every movie over and over. They always have the same structure and follow it achieving, introducing characters, showing the plot, facing the enemy, and later usually finishing well, or that we hope to. Music also goes hand in hand with emotion and theme. Often, some movies have slow minor key music at the points that they are able to get you to cry.
However, there are exceptions, as the article "Sad movies don't always make me cry" tell us. When a narrative is compelling, it elicits strong emotions that may increase viewer involvement. In this case, a sad story induces sadness, which may enhance perceived reality of the story and one's sense of involvement. Consequently, involvement may result in enjoyment of sad films. Sooner or later, we are going to laugh about what makes us cry today. Now, we should talk about how films can change our beliefs, attitudes, and stereotypes pertinent to certain social issues and marginalized communities. Here it is relevant to emphasize that people's beliefs create step by step the way how to perceive the world. It's so different asking about happiness, or the way of someone who lives in North Korea, Russia, or China to others who live in the United States or Europe, because its world vision changes 180 grades.
Then, if you just watched a film like A Suffrage, what were your feelings when you finished the film? And how is your empathy now with women who fight to create a level playing field? Or when you watched The Boy in the Street Pajamas, The Pianist, or Life is Beautiful, your notion about the world wars, it turned out that expanded? We would like to know what happened into your head when you watched Get Out, Django Unchained, or 12 Years a Slave. All these movies have hard and complex plots that show us some of the biggest problems in the human history. So, if you are like us, it is likely that you never had facing these battles. But when you connected with the film, you could have understood a little bit more the situation, and you probably should have felt a little of this suffer. And even, you could have made use of empathy and to say, "Thanks, universe," to live now and then. This topic is as long as its creation in the 19th century finals. We could give free rein to mention issues such as how impact our romantic beliefs have on monogamous relationships, or we could discuss how they affect teenagers and their ideas about success and how successful person looks. It's the magic of seventh art. You can turn back the clock or make a prediction about the future and live here and there. People who work in this industry know perfectly how the human brain works. They are able to predict feelings and emotions generated by their films. They learned to manage times and moments to succeed in their roles. When you are in front of TV with your dog, you call the shots because you choose the movie, but your dog wins because it won't finish with their cognitive processes affected. Turn your back on laziness once for all